Welcome to this edition of the UEFA.com magazine. Match day is finally upon us in Euro 2008. It means we have plenty for you on this edition of the show. We're counting down to the big kickoff with Marek Jankulovski of the Czech Republic, glimpsing inside the Turkish camp with Emre, and also taking a peek at the preparations of the sides in Group C and D. That's all to come in the second edition of the UEFA.com magazine. Now, the players and coaches from each of the 16 nations will see challenges in their particular sections, but there's one in particular that stands out as the group of death. It's Group C. It's been dubbed the Group of Death, but most pundits appeared to have written off Romania before the wheels of their plane had even hit Swiss territory. Victor Piturka's side topped a qualification pool ahead of the Dutch and find themselves in Group C along with Netherlands as well as France and Italy. Adrian Mutu's rebirth at Fiorentina in Serie A gives Romania a real cutting edge, and it's something that France will be on the lookout for in the opening game of the group in Zurich. The winners of Euro 2000 came within a penalty shootout of returning to the Euros as kings of the world, and whilst Raymond Domenech has built a steady squad, much will depend on their firepower going forward if they're to succeed. One man who the likes of Thierry Henry won't have to come up against is Fabio Cannavaro, injured in training and out of the championships to be replaced by Sandro Gamberini. Although the nucleus of their World Cup win in 2006 remains to this day, but their big match for Italy against France isn't the only concern, because Netherlands complete a quality lineup. Marco van Basten in charge of his last major tournament for this spell with the Netherlands before he joins Ajax. He picked up the glory as a striker when the Euro 88 title was decked in orange ribbons, and his charges now open up against Italy in a repeat of the semi-final from 8 years ago. One man who's experienced in the business end of Euro finals is Marek Jankulovski, a survivor of the Czech Republic side who made the semi-finals in 2004, and he's looking forward to taking on the Swiss in the opening game.
I think that we have players who play in big teams, but I think that the good era was in 2004 when we had Pavel Nedved, Karel Poborský, Ladislav Schmitzer. They were great players and we had the best chances to win. Now I think we lack that kind of quality. We have a good team, but to win something will be very difficult.
But the AC Milan fullback knows his national team has real strength between the posts, in the form of Petr Cech.
In my opinion, Petr Cech is one of the best goalkeepers in the world, and we can be pleased that he is defending our goal, and he is a great help to us. He is very charismatic, so I am confident that he will prove that. He is really one of the best goalkeepers in the world.
The Czechs won their group en route to the semis in 2004, but Jankulovski doesn't underestimate their opponents this time.
It surely is a very difficult group. The Swiss team are playing at home, so they will have supporters behind them. Portugal are a clear favorite. Their strength is Ronaldo, Deco, Quaresma. In my opinion, they have the best chances. And Turkey always managed to do well. They have no renowned players, but they do well at tournaments.
Emulating the Czechoslovakia team of 1976 and winning the trophy would be a fitting way to say goodbye to some key players, as well as the coach, Karel Bruckner.
Surely we know that our coach, who is finishing his career, was excellent, and also players like Koller and Tomasz Galasek. Therefore, it would be very satisfying if we could do well. It would be our thanks to them, so we will do our best.
No Euro 2008, o mundo do futebol marca gols a favor das vítimas das minas no Afeganistão. Junte-se a nós.
when the teams in Group A are preparing for their second matches at these championships, Group D in Euro 2008 will only just be getting underway on Tuesday. It's a section that includes the defending champions. Four years on from becoming European champions, and Greece are still among the hottest tickets in town. Group D's seeded side heading the lineup that also includes Spain, Russia and Sweden, and even pulling in the crowds for a routine training session. They might have been the surprise package in Euro 2004, but even though the world knows all about them now, Otto Rehhagel's Chargers still managed to win more points than any other team to qualify for these finals. In 2004, Raúl González had been the hot property of Spanish football, but having fallen out of favour with coach Luis Aragonés, the mantle has passed to others for the Group D favourites. The new golden boy is striker Fernando Torres, fresh from a season of 33 goals for Liverpool in all competitions. And the first obstacle that the man labelled El Niño will have to overcome is that of Russia, whose Hiddink's team bring a winning feeling to the finals after strong performances in their warm-up games. None more accomplished than against Lithuania in Berghausen on Wednesday, a 4-1 win capped by Vladimir Bistrov's late strike. The downside for Russia though, a two-match ban that rules out playmaker Andrei Archevin until the game against Sweden. Another team vying for status as a dark horse with an excellent pedigree in the Euro finals. Henrik Larsson helped create that status and has ended his international retirement to play in what will be his sixth major competition. He'll join starman Zlatan Ibrahimovic at the spearhead of a Sweden side competing in what is sure to be a hard-fought Group D campaign. Now this will be Turkey's third visit to a Euro finals and a chance for Emre to shine. The midfielder took time out to speak to UEFA.com ahead of their opening game against Portugal.
It is important to us to have a good start in the tournament, as it is important to all teams. As an experienced national player, I agree with this. Experience shows that teams who have a good start also play a good tournament. It will be difficult against Portugal, but it will also be difficult for the Portuguese. I hope that we can turn around this match in our favour and make it easy for ourselves. I believe we have very talented players.
Turkish football has enhanced its reputation massively since their last appearance in Euro finals 8 years ago, and they already have a plan to rumble Portugal.
During our talks and with the instructions of our coach, we concluded that we have to disturb the game of the Portuguese and that we have to try to make our own game. This is the strategy of all teams, but there are some individual aspects. The Portuguese have very skilled and technically talented players, but we also have technically talented players. We will try to disturb their game and make our own game, and we'll try to win. If we control the game, we can shape the whole game, because we have quality players who can do this. But they can do that too. With their players they can shape the game as well, with their strong players. As it is in any game, we'll try to concentrate. This is important. If we can show that we are a tournament team and have a good defense, then there won't be any problem.
That's it for this edition of the UEFA.com magazine, but join us at 1400 Central European Time. This is what's in store. We'll see how Jankulovski and his teammates fared on the golf course as the Czech Republic relaxed ahead of the finals. We'll catch up with Swiss prodigy Johan Djuru and none other than Cristiano Ronaldo, ready to make more history after hitting 42 goals in the domestic season with Manchester United. Goodbye.